Coney Island is an American classic with a history that truly stands out in the crowd. Here's our David Pogue.
Coney Island, the place where merriment is king.
Even if you've never stepped foot in Coney Island, you've felt the influence of Coney Island.
If you're eating cotton candy, if you're eating soft ice cream, if you're riding a roller coaster.
Was that a Coney Island invention?
Of course, it's all a Coney Island invention. And if it wasn't, I'd lie and tell you it was anyway. Fun began here is my point. I collect bumpy cars.
Look how old these are. For over 40 years, Dick Ziggin has run a Coney Island cultural center, museum, sideshow, and the annual Mermaid Parade. People call him the mayor of Coney Island. How long has Coney Island been going?
By the 1870s, rides are opening, there are restaurants, there are hotels. It becomes the people's playground in 1923 when people can get here on the subway for 5 cents.
Coney Island has been an American fixture ever since. It survived the Great Depression and the Great Recession, the 1918 pandemic and the 2020 pandemic, and even the 1970s, when Coney Island got a reputation for seediness and neglect. The iconic attractions are still here. The Boardwalk. Wow! The fabled Coney Island Boardwalk! I have never been here.
This is the vista.
This does not look like Disney World.
No.
The Nathan's hot dog joint, exactly where it opened in 1916. First one in my life. Tastes like 1916.
The Cyclone roller coaster was built in 1927.
One of the oldest wooden roller coasters in the world. The things I do for this job. Oh my God, no, no! And of course, the Wonder Wheel.
This is Wonder Wheel's 101st year. Labor of love, a lot of maintenance. My uncle always said, once you get sand in your shoes, it never leaves.
DJ Vorderis and his family have run the Wonder Wheel since 1983, when his grandfather bought it from its inventor's family. Has anyone ever tried to do the math on how many people have ridden that ride?
I think it's like 40 million at this point.
Thank you. Let's make it 40 million and 2. The Wonder Wheel has had some upgrades, but the fun part hasn't changed in over 100 years. The outer cars just go in a circle, but the colorful inner cars sit on pairs of winding rails, so they spring a little surprise on you.
Oh my God! Oh man! There you go. It's like being on a roller coaster.
If you are not expecting that swinging, that is not like any normal Ferris wheel.
What kind of swinging did you think I was talking about?
Today, you'd probably go to Coney Island for a trip to the past. But in its early days, you'd go to get a look at the future.
There were escalator rides, there were steam elevators, and of course, most importantly, that blaze of electricity from all the parks extended leisure far into the night. As far as you can see, there is...
Robin Jaffe-Frank is the curator of an exhibition and the author of a book about Coney Island in art and film. When you were growing up, what was it then?
Well, as a child, to me, it was still magical. But it was also, then as it is now, a kind of anti-Disney World. Definitely grittier. It's not owned by a company. It is owned by families, some of them who have been here for generations.
Grittier, yes, but also weirder. Over the years, the attractions here have included everything from the electrocution of an elephant in 1903
horrifically brutal and cruel,
to rows of babies in incubators.
That was the brainchild of Martin Cooney. He had this idea that incubators could keep premature babies alive.
What a weird way to get a medical development into the mainstream.
He tried to get hospitals to accept incubators, and they would not.
Fans like DJ Verderis don't mind the grittiness, the weirdness, and the sprawling hodgepodge of Coney Island. In fact, that's what they love about it.
It doesn't matter where you're from, where you pray, or who you love. This place embodies inclusivity. And as long as we remember who we are, Coney Island will always be a place for all people to come and play.
You gotta move around and go, wow.
Dick Zigun would certainly agree.
In this era where you can watch any movie on demand instantly ever made, what's the role of Coney Island?
Actual, authentic human experience. Shut off your phone. The experience of fear, of fun, of a smile on your face. Maybe you throw up your hot dog, but it's all human, and what's wrong with that?